welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're going to add a couple more stitches to our sampler. I know it's getting full, I know, but I think we can squeeze a few more in here somewhere. So we're going to do these two. Don't look at these. We're going to do this one. It's kind of a loopy one. It's like the turkey stitch, only not. Okay. And then we're going to do this one. They're dimensional stitches, okay? So, loopy and loopy today. We're being loopy. So let's do a couple of loopy stitches. They're just fun and really easy, okay? So I put it on here because I need something to hold it for me. Because, you know, it's a thing. Let's see. I need this one. I need this one because I'm working on the blue sampler. All right. So for this loopy stitch, we're going to draw a triangle. The smaller the triangle, the more difficult the stitch. Okay. So what I want to do is put a triangle that's not too small right here. And you can put as many stitches in there as you'd like. And just fill it up. You're going to need at least 4 on each one of those, okay? So we're going to start right here and come to the front to start our loopies. I don't know what you really call them. I don't think they have a name. I'm just going to call them loopy stitches, okay? So we're going to just straight stitch around our triangle. You can do this with a square. You can do this with a rectangle, whatever. I mean, any straight line shape, really. An octagon, whatever you want to do. We're just going to put straight stitches around here. I've been talking about doing some dimensional stitches, and so before we start our, our stitch book that I keep saying we're going to start, we are really going to do it one of these days. I wanted to get some more stitches in, and I thought this was a good time. I've got a piece of, fabric thread. Okay. So now that we've got our, now that we've got this in here, what we're going to do is come back to the front. I got another thread in there. Let's come back to the front, somewhere inside, right? Okay, like so. Now I'll be working on the front. Okay, so as you can see, we've got these 3 threads, and we're simply going to loop through here, okay? Don't let your thread get too short. Keep them sort of the same length. Go the same direction, right? And we're just going to loop them like so. You're going to need, like I said, at least 4 on each stitch, each straight stitch, but you can do more because all you have to do is just kind of scooch them over, scooch them right on over, because you're just going through the thread there. You're not going through the fabric, you're just going through that stitch, that straight stitch, okay? Just kind of hold them and lay it up there, and you can kind of tell when it gets to the right place. And then just scooch it up so that it's out of your way to put some more loopies on. These are really cool. Now, you're not anchoring each stitch down like with I did that. like with the turkey stitch, right? You're gonna, they're just simply looped on that thread, on that stitch. So, let me get that to straighten out. Okay. Yeah. And we won't be, I think I sewed through that one. So if I can fix that. We won't be doing we won't be snipping them or anything like that. We'll just be letting them stay loopy. All right? I've got a difficult situation here for some reason. Yeah. I've sewn through my thread, which is awkward. Okay, let me fix that. I'll be right back. Okay, it's fixed. When you do that, just simply pull your thread off your needle and fix your stitch. Pull your thread out of your, that. And rethread your needle. It's that simple. Okay. So we've got, let's see how many we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to put one more on this side, on this triangle side. Then we'll go to the next side. Now I am using 6 strands. You could do this with the single strand, not single strand this, but single strand thread, like I think it's called Pearl-X or something like that. Anyways, you can do it that way. So I'm going to go down and start on this one and make my first loop on this stitch. All right? I think I didn't go through the thing. Okay. Now, just keep them about the same size. They can get a little twiggy on you, but that's okay. In the end, this is a really good one for making a dimensional flower. Really. And you can put a whole lot of them as you go. And it makes a pretty flower. It does. Okay, let's go back through here. Try to keep it the same on each stitch. The same amount of stitches, same amount of loopies. So we've got 3 now. We're going to go and do our next 3 because we did 6, right? It does get a little hinky, but just be patient with it and it'll be fine. Just keep your loops and move them over. You can move them wherever you want. They're your loops. They have to behave you. They have to do what you say, But they fill in so nicely. We've got one more here. They fill in so nicely to where you get this whole thing done and you have a really pretty dimensional flower. Okay? So now we've got our 6 on this one. So we've got, now see, I'm having to move them aside to even see this one, right? So it really does fill in nicely. So let's get our 6 over here. Just be patient with it, and just put them where you want them. practice, because it does get easier as you go. And you'll say, oh yeah, I want that a little bit longer. I want that a little bit, and you're just doing it this way. So that's our 3. Let's do 3 more. We've gotten room. We've got just barely enough room, but we've got room to do 3 more. Okay, just little loopies. Keep them all about the same size. One more. I think one more. We're calling it one more. I think I pulled that one all the way through. Let me see if I did. No, I didn't. I've got it. I recouped it. Okay. Now, we've got all of our loopies here. So we're going to go back in here. You can barely see the center now. You see how that works out? Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to go back in here and tie off on the other side. Now, hold this when you're doing this so that you don't pull your loop through, right? Okay. And then be very careful when you're tying off not to pull it, because you don't want to pull it. Oh, whoops. Yeah, you don't want to pull it. From the other side, because that would be defeating the purpose, right? Okay, where's my little scissors? There we go. Now, yeah, our sampler is getting so full. It really is. It's getting so full. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I did on the other one, just because it's cute, Where's the white one? Here it is. Just to put a French knot in there, just because. I mean, you don't have to. It's a sampler. But I thought, why not? Why not? We did them for those. So I'm just going to try to find the center of this. Somewhere in the center. And do a 3 around, so that it's seeable, because it's excuse me, gosh, it is a little hinky, but okay, we're through. All right, do a 3 around and go back down in the center. Just because it makes it pretty. Yeah, you could use the pearlized, I think it's that. It's just one strand of thread. It's all, you can't take it apart. So there you go. And then we'll tie this off and move on to our other loopy. I did that again. The other one doesn't take as long, but it's for making petals on a flower. What are you doing? For making petals on a flower, right? Dimensional petals, okay? I think it's really pretty, and it would be a great one to use in our stitch book when we start making really pretty things in there. Well, we are going to make it, I promise. It's just, it's a big project, so I'm trying to get everything together, and you know what I mean. So let's see, where was I going to put the, where was I going to put that? Do I have more room up here than down there? I don't know if I do. We'll put it right here. Okay. All right. The other one is making loops only from the same place, like a chain, okay? that's the best way I can describe it. It's kind of like a chain. I'll put it right here. That will be good. That's plenty of space. Sideways, but still, it'll work. I didn't want to put it on here because you wouldn't be able to see it as good. I put those on there because, yeah. Okay, so we're just going to go back. Oh, this is the easy way to do it. Okay, this is the easy way to do it. Get another, you could use one of your needles. You can use a pin, whatever you want to use. Just something like this, right? You just want something to go around and loop. We're looping, okay? We're going to go around and back in. And then back up. I just want that first one anchored, okay? And then we're going to go around, go back in, and back in, and around. It makes a great loop. Now you see how it's building up. I think I did, how many did I do? I don't know, I'm going to do 6. I'm in a 6 mood, you know. So that was 3. We're going to do 3 more. I want you to be able to see it really good. This is just super simple and easy. I mean, you know, you're just going in and out of the fabric, looping around. Pretty simple, right? Come along, you. Okay. All right. One more, I think. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I think we're going to do one more just for demonstration purposes, right? Go around there and then back in. Okay. I think this is going to be really, really good for future projects. So you guys practice it up. And, okay, so I'm going to come up here already. Now, some people wait to come up here, but I want to come up here and get my thread ready to catch these, right? Because I want to catch all of my loops, all of them, like so. And then you can just go straight back down there, or you can make a French knot, which I did on the other one, so I'm going to do on this one. Just go right back in with a 3 around French knot, because it's pretty. You don't have to do that. You can just go straight back into the fabric. But now you can take and spread this out a little bit. It makes a really pretty dimensional petal. So we'll be using this in future, maybe shorter, maybe longer. We'll be using it in future to make some of our projects. Super easy, simple to do. Loopies and loopies, okay? It's just easy. Super simple. We've got a couple of more here that are dimensional ones that we're going to do next week. Maybe you can see them pretty good. They're so easy, guys. I promise. I'm keeping it all easy. Loopies, loopies, weaves. I think they're called, I don't know, picot? Something like that. I think it's a French word. But we're going to be weaving next week. So tune in. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.